This is a Blank Faces Top 5 Most Wanted Fugitives. Farouk Abdulhak. Farouk Abdulhak is wanted by the Metropolitan Police Service for the alleged rape and murder of Martine Vic Magnussen. On the 14th of March, 23-year-old Martine was celebrating her end-of-term exams at the Maddox nightclub in Mayfair. At 3:20 a.m, she left the nightclub with Farouk, but it is unknown if this was consensual. This would be the last time she was seen alive, before Martine's body was recovered from Farouk's basement at his flat at Great Portland Street, Marylebone, on the 16th of March 2008. In the hours after Martine's death, Farouk fled the UK to Yemen in Egypt. Martine's family have pleaded for him to return to face justice, but he hasn't. He has not been seen in public since the incident. Supposedly, he had contacted the BBC and told them it was a sex accident gone wrong and it was a mistake. But that doesn't explain how she was covered with 43 different cuts and abrasions to her body and her face. The coroner believes she died of compression to the neck, but the method is unknown. A woman in her 50s was arrested for assisting an offender, but she was released on bail with no further charges. After the BBC documentary featuring Farouk came out, the Metropolitan Police said, "We are aware of the documentary featuring an interview with Farouk Abdulhak." Following the discovery of Martine's body, Abdulhak was quickly identified as the only suspect in her rape and murder. Despite the passage of time, we continue to do everything in our power to have him returned to the UK to stand trial. Farouk is described as aged between 30 and 35 years old. He's around 5'8" and is of slim build with short black hair. Rolandas Butikis. Rolandas Butikis is wanted by Staffordshire Police for the alleged kidnap, attempted murder and assault of 2 men. Crime Stoppers say that Rolandas had attempted to murder, kidnap and also assaulted 2 men in the Newcastle-under-Lyme area in Staffordshire. But not much is known publicly about the case, as not many news reports exist. Crime Stoppers allege that it was a pre-planned attack that happened on the 19th of December 2022 at around 11 p.m. Rolandas Butikis is described as slim build, aged between 55 and 60, and has short, dark, receding hair. Ahmed Karshe. Ahmed Karshe is wanted by West Mercer Police for the alleged murder of Tamba Mamoudou. On Tuesday the 13th of October 2020, at 2 minutes past 12 lunchtime, police believe Tamba Mamoudou was shot 6 times by Ahmed Karshe at Bridges Business Park in Horsehay, Telford in Shropshire. Ahmed has links in Greenwich in London and other locations in South East London. He also has links abroad in the Netherlands. Ahmed is aged between 23 and 30 years old, with black afro hair. He may or may not have grown this out, but he is known to sport a goatee beard. He is of slim build and is around 5'10". Callum Michael Allan. He is known as Callum Allan, Callum Michael Allan, Ginge or Ginger. Callum is wanted for allegedly committing 12 different offences, including the supply of Class A's, which was cocaine. Supposedly he was in possession with the intent to supply Class A drugs, which was known to be heroin, and he was also supposedly in possession of cannabis. He is also wanted for assaulting an emergency worker, affray and dangerous driving. According to Crime Stoppers and other reports, police raided a property in Northumbria which was known to be selling Class A's. Supposedly, Callum fled and assaulted 2 officers who restrained him. According to reports, police recovered from the scene 113.29 grams of heroin in the raids. When Callum appeared in court in April 2020, he was given unconditional bail. Callum has been on the run since, and it is believed he is in or around the Costa del Sol area. He is aged between 20 and 25 years old, with short ginger hair, and is around 6 foot tall. Ishmael Farquharson. Ishmael Farquharson is wanted by West Midlands Police for the murder of 16-year-old Sekou Takore. On the 12th of July at 6 p.m, Sekou was playing on an electric scooter with his friend who was riding an electric bike down Villa Street. As they rode towards Farm Street, Pierre Thomas rode towards them on a mountain bike and started pointing towards Sekou and his friend. When they turned, Pierre Thomas pulled a gun from his bag and 2 other males joined in. One had a knife and another had a gun. Shots rang out and Sekou tried to get away. Sekou was then chased after by Ishmael Farquharson on Pierre's mountain bike. He managed to hide for around 20 minutes before he was chased down in Burberry Street. Sekou also had a knife on him and both men started fighting. It is unknown if Sekou had brandished his own knife, but the fight spilled out onto Nursery Road, Lozells. This is where Sekou was fatally stabbed in the chest. The unnamed 16-year-old and Pierre Thomas and others joined the scene as Sekou lay dying. Soon after, they all fled. Pierre Thomas and the unnamed 16-year-old have been found guilty of manslaughter, and Ishmael Farquharson still remains on the run for the murder of Sekou. Ishmael is described as aged between 30 and 35 years old, with black afro hair. He is also known to sport dreadlocks and a beard. He has links all across the West Midlands and could still be in the country.